Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for March 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, Monday through Thursday. Now, you know that I am going to be using my Radley Valentine decks. You know that this is just the introduction. You will see this on all of the sun signs. Okay, so this is the introduction, and I will be posting the timestamp to start your individual, your ascending, rising, moon, Venus, Mars, Mercury readings. Okay, but this is the introduction. Now, I am using Radley Valentine decks. I am using my Archangel Power Tarot cards for the main reading, so about 3 cards. I will pull one from my Guardian Angel decks. I'll also pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, for the introduction, and the introduction is all about what's going on in this crazy world of ours, I will use my Waite Rider deck and try to maybe pull one from my Osha Zen Tarot deck. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job is just to deliver the message. Try not to get too much in the way of it myself. But we have entered into Aries season. We have entered, into either for the Northern Hemisphere, the spring season, for the Southern Hemisphere, the fall season. The 20th was the equinox, where light and dark, are fairly equal at one point. We also, that is also the time when the veil between the natural and the supernatural is at its thinnest. This is one, and this doesn't just like one day. It's not like a light switch that just on off. It's more like that dimmer switch. Okay, so we've had some interesting energies. All of this time we've had many, many interesting energies. We've had a lot of ascension energies going on. I'm tired of the headaches and the body aches and, telling us to drink more water, which is all very, very good stuff. But as these things happen, we are, some sites are saying that our DNA is changing for the positive, and it is also that our pineal gland, is having a lot of decalcification, so we can connect to our higher power. Now, the other thing that's going on, we just had about a day or so ago, I think it was the 19th, Venus and Mars. Venus and Mars, interesting story. They do not, yes, it's going to be a little bit of time. They do not necessarily hook up, meet up for a long period of time each year. But this has been one of those times that it's been very long. I think the next time will be in about 18 months to 2 years. So Venus and Mars, lovers, wonderful. They like each other. They love each other. They're passionate with each other. However, what I find interesting is they don't want to really be with each other too long. And, have you ever known that couple that says, oh, I just love, I love this person, but I just can't live with them? So we're coming towards the end of that, where they will be separating out a little bit, and then they'll come together for a shorter period of time. So Venus and Mars, they are in Pisces right now. No, I'm sorry, Aquarius right now. So that's very verbal. That's very planning. That's very, and let me make sure that I'm right with the Aquarius here. Venus and Mars, yes, in Aquarius. Then Venus will go to Pisces in April 15th. Mars will go to Pisces Venus is April 5th. Mars is April 15th. Okay, so then they start not spending as much time together, and that helps to refresh the relationship. So they've been together for a little bit of time, so they've had their ups, their downs, their ups, their downs. Now Venus was squaring off with Uranus. Now squares are kind of like a little bit of opposition type of thing. It's kind of like, just a little bit of energy going there. And remember, Venus is about relationships and how we feel with each other. And Uranus is the planet of unexpected, just expect the unexpected. Now, Mars, so here, Venus and Uranus on the, whatever I said it was, the 19th, they got into it, pretty good. So relationships got a little bit heated. Now, Mars is coming in a few days later. Mars is coming in on the 23rd, and Mars will also be squaring with Uranus. So, even though Mars and Venus are sometimes in the ins and outs of their relationship, Mars does not like anyone picking on his girl, okay? Mars is the god of war. Mars is also is Aries too. So there's some strong energy here. We will have some, we could feel things heat up even more when Mars and Uranus square off with each other. And then we also there was one other thing I really wanted to get to before I did this, the 27th, which is not necessarily in here. Mercury, the god with the very, very fast, very energetic energy, but Mercury, the messenger, Mercury, the winged feet, will be entering into Aries season. So there could be some really strong, really hostile communications around that 27th. And again, it's not always a light switch. There could be some dimmer. So when we go to the 23rd to the 27th, we could be, heating things up a little bit more. And then we will actually have some interesting energies around that 27th, 28th energy things. So just be prepared. What does that mean? Who knows? We will have to live through it, and we will see what we need to see. Okay, so let's go on and just pull a couple of cards from my Weight Rider. And yes, we're just feeling the big push. All of the planets are still direct. They were direct. Everything went direct the beginning of February, and they will be going direct until like the 28th, I think, of April. March is the only month where it's been totally direct. So there has been a little bit there's been this pushing energy within March, I should say, March. So we will see what we will see with that. Okay, 3 cards have fallen out. Let's see what we've got with the 3 cards. Anything reversed, I think, is a little stronger energy. Let's see what we have here. Well, this is the 4 of Wands. Now, Wands, rods, is also fire energy. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And by the way, happy birthday, Aries. We do start the new astrological year with your season. So, brush everything away and let's start ahead. This has a celebratory type of energy. It's a number 4. 4 has stability, leadership. It also has organization. It also has like putting things together. And this does have a celebratory type of energy. This has a relieving type of energy. It all, weddings, new phase type of energy here. And being that we have started Aries season, so this is a breath of fresh air. I am feeling like, okay, I'm ready to go. Kind of glad that last year is over with. Next card is, all right, now, this is the 3 of Swords. This is that one that we always, can we just kind of move on from there? The thing about the 3 of Swords is, yes, there's gray rain clouds in the background. Nothing is really falling onto the heart or the swords. The thing about this, if you look at it, okay, we have 3, creation, creativity, celebration also, but there is also strong energies with the power of 3. You say something, do something 3 times, makes it that much stronger. The thing that I like about the 3 of Swords, air energy, Aquarius, Venus and Mars are in Aquarius right now, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. This has your thought processes, your planning, hearing news. A lot of this is, you've gotten past the main injury, okay? The injury being, of course, 3 swords are in this heart. But the thing is that the rain is behind you now. You've gotten past it. You can still feel the injury. You can still feel that pain, but you have gotten past it. And now the 3 of Swords, 3 of air, does say this is the time. Again, it's not a light switch. It is a dimmer switch. But this is the time to let go of the pain, let go of the hurt. This is the time to release your pain, your anger. This is the time to really start to say, I want to celebrate. I can feel this still. I can learn from this still, but I need to let that, do I say let it go? We still live with it, but I cannot let it, I am not allowing it to lead me anymore. I am not reacting out of pain. I am not reacting out of hurt. So there's a lot of releasing energy here. We are also in the waning moon where that's getting smaller, and that's also releasing energy. Let's see what this is all about. Okay. Now we come to the pentacles. So we have some fire energy. We have air energy. Now we have that earth energy. Pentacles is earth. This is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn energy. Remember, Pluto is in Capricorn, so there is that death and destruction type of stuff going on. Remember too, Saturn is in Aquarius, and that's illusion versus the truth coming through. This is worry about money. This is the Five of Pentacles. Five has change energy. It is, change could be good, bad, neutral change. It's still stressful. And the other thing, there is worry, there could be some worry about this, about our money, which of course there could be. Now, generally speaking, this can be also read many times with three cards. You can read it as, past, present, and future. And I don't know why that's coming to me, except that maybe somebody needs to know that. The thing about the Five of Pentacles, even though this has worry, there is still going to be blessings with this. It's getting through it. It's just not a happy time with the money situation. Just going to have to put that out there. Now, again, to the five, though, the Five Pentacles, there could be some changes in money situation. Now, if you're feeling like you're more this couple here, then it could be a positive change for you. So don't worry about that. And the thing is, if you worry, what is that really going to do? If you're going to be very anxious about that future, what is that going to do except, create more anxiety? So there is celebration. You might feel like it's more in the universe than in your reality. There is this, this does say that this was a very painful time, but it is time to let its hold over you go. But there's this money situation that still creates a little bit of anxiety. Now, as we go through with the other cards going, into the individual, we can still get these, and they will have slightly different messages for you. So we'll see what this is. Like I said, this has more of a universal energy. But I do feel very much blessed with this card. I do feel blessings, so I think we need to hold on to those blessings. Now, the one card the one energy I did not talk about is Cups. Cups is our water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid, very emotional energy. So let's see what we've got going on here. Oh, okay. We'll do this. And let's see, I feel like three cards again, even though I wanted to do just one. Usually I use Osho Zen Tarot more as advice cards. So let's see what they're telling us or how they're advising us. Okay, exhaustion. We're just tired of all of this. So this is a 9. 9 is let's wrap it up. We're tired. We're just tired. When we're tired, what do we need to do? We need to rest. Okay? So let's see. Our next card is the Source. Okay, there is no number with the Source. The Source is connecting with higher power, with God, with the Source, with whoever that is you consider, whoever that creator energy is for you. So this is, again, connecting with higher power to get us through whatever this is that we have to get through. And our last card, we have that 4 energy. We do have the Rebel. Now, remember, when Pluto is in Capricorn. It's been there since 2008, and it'll be there, I think, until 2024. But we are at that time of the, I've talked about when it hit that moment in the United States last was 1776. So there was a very big revolution. There was a rebellion at that time. So now we have the rebellion. We have the rebel, I should say. We have the rebel. So it's kind of like, I'll just leave it as that because I don't want to have any problems here. Anyway, we have that 4. We have the rebel who breaks through the chains, who is, who has the light, who has the strength, who has also some type of winged creature behind him. We have the one, again, this is breaking free, breaking loose, and feeling extremely confident in doing this. So we've got some interesting stuff. I'll leave it as it is for you. I go back to the exhaustion. Let's get some rest. Let's connect more and more and more with our higher power. And then we get the rebel who breaks the chains. Interesting stuff. So now I've gone through the signs, so you know what that is. I'll try to make it brief during the times, during the individual readings. Oh, please remember to go down there and like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell for notifications. It would help with this channel, and I would appreciate it so much. Okay, so is there anything else I need to say? If you've been watching, you'll know exactly what that might be. Why don't we start our readings now? And hello, my Aries, and happy birthday to you. My goodness, happy New Year, happy spring equinox or fall equinox. Happy birthday, my Aries. So let's see. This is going to be an interesting time for you. I hope during Pisces you got things all planned out for your new year, because this is the time for you to implement your plans. Now, one of the things is that Jupiter, which is in, okay, we got that one. Jupiter, which is in Pisces right now, will be going, I think it's in April that it happens to, but I'm not sure. Could be a little bit off on that one. But it will be transitioning between going to Aries, yours, and Jupiter is of good fortune, largesse, good energy with Jupiter, and then it will go back to Pisces, and then it will go back to you. So it goes back and forth a little bit through this 2022 before it gets a little firmer, more into your energy, more into your sign 2023. Oh my goodness. We're still into 2022, not to even think about 2023 yet. But so this is going to be very good for you. Remember, Pisces is the planning, the dreaming, this is what I want to happen. And the Aries part of all of that and this is going to be doubly strong for you, is the implementation, is making it happen. So I will, of course, tell you when Jupiter is in Aries. So this is that time, dream big, start your new year, your new astrological year, your season. And when Jupiter goes into Aries, be ready to make things happen. Okay, let's go on. Let's see, 3 cards. These 2 are reversed. I've talked about all the astrological signs, so here we go. The moon. So we have that 18 energy, the 1 or the 10, 1 new beginning, 10 transition, 0 God source energy, and then we have that 8 energy. So 1, 8. 8 is unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. You can, sometimes the numbers tell me to add them. So this one is a 9. You've got everything you need. You just have to do it. But it's also in the cycling of the moon. I'm kind of getting, whatever it is that you need to do, it has to be in the right time, the right timing, the right time frame. Just as right now we are in the waning part of this moon before we get to the new moon, and then that will be basically, it's like declutter everything that you need. Get rid of the stuff you don't need anymore. Clean your basement, clean the emotional baggage, get rid of the energies that are holding you back. That's the release and the relinquishing that I talk about. Release what's holding you back. So release, try to cut those cords that are kind of like holding you back, and relinquish. That's where you voluntarily say, and this is the thing, you need to say it, you need to voluntarily do this. I don't want this anymore. Okay, so this is that time for you. I am getting the phases of the moon. I am getting that you need to do this in its proper timing. This is the releasing time. So this is that time to release. Now the moon also talks about hidden energy. That, the moon, you connect with the higher power. I never say to worship the moon. I look at it as a divine, not a source per se, but a divine, just divine. It's divinely given. And so when I look at the moon and I see it in its, natural or in its, phasing states, I think about, what is the message that divine or the source wants to give us with this. The moon also is about those things that are hidden. We never see the back of the moon. We never see that. So there are things that are hidden from us. And that's, one of the things, my Aries, I don't want you to necessarily fixate on it. You have to work with what you know, okay? You have to work with what you know, with what you're dealing. But you also have to work with your intuition. And part of the intuition, so it's not just that what you see and what you hear, it's also that intuition, what you sense. And this is that time for you. So what are you sensing? What are those messages that are coming to you? You do have to deal with what you know, but again, it's not just physical or natural, it's the metaphysical, it's the supernatural that you also have to tap into. So that's something for you this week. The opportunity to improve your plans, listen to your intuition for accurate guidance. Face your fears and grow stronger. What is it that you're afraid of? Look at it, and then it won't be, you'll be able, my Aries, you will be able to push through those. This is reversed, the King of Gabriel. Now, the court cards, all the court cards have an underlying energy. Kings have sword energy, air energy, very wise, thinks things through, very much the Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And remember, Aquarius, Saturn's in Aquarius, so there is these things that are not necessarily being told to you, illusion versus reality. There is things coming to its head. Now, Gabriel is your energy. It is also Leo and Sagittarius, Sagittarius, passionate, burning, and determined. This is kind of like saying, like the King of Gabriel, this is your energy right now. Stand confident in the choices that you are making. But don't just the King of Gabriel is getting all this advice from everybody around him. Very, it is masculine energy, but getting all this advice. The thing is, and he's listening to it and he's kind of figuring out, he's like saying, good advice, no, good advice, no, 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 good advice. The King of Gabriel looks at everything before making a decision. So if you are, again, there's some, trust your intuition. Trust what that little thing that just tells you what, kind of like, just be a little bit careful here, or go for it even here. But look at everything. Look at everything that surrounds the situation. The King of Gabriel is very confident, and when he jumps into whatever he jumps into, it's not because he hasn't considered all of the risks. So, some people might think the King of Gabriel is impulsive, but it's one, those people that, I'm taking a calculated risk. So it may seem like a risk to you, and I don't even know who's taking a risk this week. Again, these are your choices, but it's a calculated risk. It's just kind of like, this is what I think I need to do. It may look foolish or impulsive to others, but the King of Gabriel is saying, no, just because it looks that way to you, it's really not. All right, so the King of Gabriel is generous, inspirational, dramatic, and driven. Keep your eyes on the big picture, leave the details to others, experience that leads to success, genuine concern for others. The King of Gabriel does love deeply and does care deeply. The thing about the King of Gabriel, though, is he realizes that you live your life, okay? And try to live it the best way you can. This is reversed also, divine guidance. Now, this is Archangel Sandalphon. Sandalphon believed to have been Elijah, a great prophet. And the interesting thing with Elijah faced times in his life where even though God was saying, do this and you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. I promise you, you're going to be fine. He's like, you know what? The reality of the world scares me more than the reality of the supernatural world. So, kind of had to do what he had to do, but not always liked what he had to do. So, divine guidance. This is major arcana. These are two major arcana energies. Also is the Hierophant in the traditional, and I'm not a big fan of the Hierophant. It's kind of like, Hierophant has very much government and the business of government, the business of religion type of energy, and not necessarily what the spirituality and what the moral compass talks about. Okay, so but this one has a really gentle energy with it too. It softens the Hierophant. So 5, change energy, positive or negative. This is, you're looking for that next part. You're looking for that fulfillment. But are you looking in all the wrong places? Or, so this is kind of a change up a little bit, being guided to maybe where you need to be going. So trust your intuition with that. Look at the big picture. Here we go. The search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach, but surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. So there is your season is bringing you to again, with the ascension energies that are going on, a lot of things with that. It is also, looking for more, looking to be developed, and the thing is, are you looking at everything else to make it more for you, or are you developing inside of yourself? Again, it's kind of like looking for, there was a song, looking for love in all the wrong places. So this is kind of saying looking for yourself possibly in all the wrong places. So here we go here. That's what this is talking to me about. And now we're going to pull one from the guardian angels. This one's not reversed. Review and contemplate. This is the judgment card in traditional. We have a 20, 2 choices, decisions. Could be coming together with someone. 0, God source energy. So there is some choices. It's kind of like divine energy, universal energy is offering you choices. You do have, like I said, you do have free will, you do have free choice, and this is where you need to kind of maybe step away a little bit. You have 3 major arcana cards out of the 4. There is a lot of power with those 3. So review and contemplation. You've accomplished a great deal in your life, and you have much to be proud of. Now it's time to decide what's next. And the divine guidance is kind of like, even though, yeah, maybe I have done a lot, but why aren't I satisfied? Why aren't I really, well, because my Aries, your job, your soul contract was you'll always be searching for more. Okay, now it's time to decide what's next. As you contemplate the past and the present, you'll get clear on your divine purpose. So you've got a lot of divine energy right here. Don't be distracted by conventional thinking. That's the Hierophant. It's like if conventionality tells you to do this, maybe, the King of Gabriel saying, maybe we need to do that. Don't be distracted by conventional thinking. Be the real you. So maybe everyone else is telling you that, that's a wonderful job. Example, it's a wonderful job. You're a fool not to take it. All these things like that. But you're like, I just don't feel it's right. I don't feel like I'll be happy there. And, we don't necessarily, we're not trying to be narcissistic and it's all about me. It's all about, what I want. The thing is, though, my Aries, this is a time for you to do some soul searching and really maybe kind of get onto the path, or get back on the path, or start your path. Maybe you've taken a pause on your path. This is the time to kind of say, what is it that I want? What is it that I want? And then do it. So you've got some majorly divine energy, major arcana energy guiding you this week. So you may feel, especially since this is your birthday season, you may be pulled to places that's a little bit beyond your comfort. Okay, let's see what we have. What crystal or energy would be helpful for you? Here we go, reversed. Moonstone. Now that does go with the moon. Female fertility, that has growth, creation to it. Calming emotions, attracting new love, growth. That's interesting, isn't it, too? So, interesting reading that you have. Your numbers 18520 or 2581. Okay. All right, my Aries, I hope this is a wonderful season. Yes, I know my introduction's kind of like, But, we all, connect with higher power. We do get through it. I've gone through many decades of the sky is falling, and you know what? The sky hasn't fallen. So don't worry about it falling today. Anyway, take a moment, my Aries, and like, share, subscribe. Click on that bell for notifications. As always, my wonderful Aries, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.